Hey, welcome back. This is our fourth installment of Technique Tuesdays. On the last 3 sessions, we've gone through the first steps of developing our stronger movement pattern. So we started with some postural work for our mobility, then we showed you the soft tissue. Those two components go together for the mobility aspect. Then last week we were working on some stability drills on the ground. This week we're actually going to start developing a pattern, and we're going to use the example of the hinge movement pattern, which is the basis of our deadlift, and our kettlebell movements like our kettlebell swing. So Jen, why don't you demonstrate a good hinge pattern for us? So as you can see, as she goes back, her spine stays pretty neutral. Good lumbar curve. Dowel stays in contact with her sacrum and her upper back. And you can see her hips are shifting back as she descends. Can you show us a bad hinge where you're keeping the legs too straight? You see a lot of this with deadlifting and then with swings. As you can see, the legs are straight, she's not loading up. In that position, she's not taking advantage of her glutes and her hamstrings. So now show us one that's too squatty, please. So now her hinge pattern has gone into a squat pattern. Again, this isn't necessarily wrong, but it's just too squatty for our purposes. So we're going to try to teach her. Now, Jen already obviously noticed this. That's why her deadlift is so good. But say that she is doing the hinge pattern where she is coming up wrong. We're going to start to regress this movement to make her hinge a little more effective. So Jen, can you get into a tall kneeling position, please? So the first thing we do is we just try to take the movement and make it a little less dynamic. So in this position, you can see she has a nice neutral spine. Now she can start practicing her hinge from this position. Go ahead and just hinge back for us. Hands to the ground. Keep going. And as you can see, she maintains her back. She's hinged deeply in this position, coming back up, drive the hips forward. Good, now let's say just for our purposes here that she still hasn't gotten it, we can regress her even further in our developmental patterns. Can you come down to quadruped? Quadruped, so I get her first adjusted, adjust the back. Good, now just do some rocking back and forth. So she's still hinging. Now she has more contact, she has more stability from the ground with her hands in place. This is requiring less of her stability from her trunk, which is a lot of people struggle with. Now, just for our purposes, Jen, assuming you can't do this right, can you come down into supine position and do a bridge, please? So now we're going even all the way. This is a fundamental pattern right here. So now the hinge movement's been regressed fully, and you can still see the hips are hinging up and down, just like she was when she was standing up. But some people we have to regress to this level in order to teach them the basic hinge mechanic. Then we can go back up to those movement sequences. Once she starts to get a feeling for this, she feels engaged. Now go ahead and hit your deadlift real quick. So our patterning, we can finish with a little bit of strength work. This is a very light load for her. This is about a 25-30% max of her deadlift. She deadlifts very strong, so you can see that's in place. Go ahead and drive the weight up. Boom. So, patterning on top of mobility and stability, and then next week we'll show some actual strength application in this movement. Thanks, see you then, bye.